Hi guys, in this video I'm going to talk about the importance of doing research and how you can apply for a research position. Research is a great way to learn about a specific field of interest in psychology, such as developmental, social, or abnormal psychology. Through research, you can develop advanced lab skills and contribute to the advancement of science. Research can also strengthen your application for graduate or professional school. There are some ways that you can get involved in research, for example, by volunteering with a professor. Volunteering with a professor is a great way to build connection and gain experience in their stream of research. You can start by asking professors that teach your courses that if there are any open volunteer positions in the lab. You can also reach out to the other professors from the Department of Psychology. The first step to obtain research experience is making a connection with a lab supervisor or professor. You can do so by just sending an email to a professor. There are a number of things that you must consider when you are sending an email to a professor. Some tips that we have here is by personalizing the email, by noting your specific interest in the research or project. Make sure that you always use the professional language. And you should also include a copy of your resume and transcript.
So how do you actually write a research email? First, you want to visit York's Faculty of Health directory to find a description of the different professors' interests to see who you may want to work with. Then you can start writing your email. So the first paragraph needs to be an introduction. So I like to say, hello, my name is, and I am in my blank year of study. And I'm interested in a research position within your name of the lab. And you also want to include a sentence about how you heard about the lab or the position open and why you want the position, usually in a sentence. And I usually write for this, I want it for experience in a field that I'm interested in. Your next paragraph talks about your research interests and goals. So you want to start off with talking about your broad field of interest within psychology. And then you can talk about what are your career and academic goals. I also like to include a sentence that says, I would love the opportunity to participate in research projects, publications, and conferences. And then you want to talk about what you hope to achieve from this position. So for this one, I write how my experiences in their lab will help me in my desired career. For example, say there's a lab that you're interested in that looks at children's development patterns. You might want to say something like, my ultimate goal is to understand what factors can help or hinder children's adjustment patterns. This will equip me with the necessary tools as a practitioner to support families in building strong relationships to facilitate healthy development patterns. The third paragraph, you want to focus on their work. So I usually write 1 to 3 sentences about their research. And I always make note of a particular project or publication that I found interesting and why. This shows that you're knowledgeable about their research and work, but don't simply regurgitate their information. Also relate it back to your own research and interests and goals. And for the last sentence about their work, I also write a sentence about why this research is important to the general public and why this research is important. So the fourth paragraph is going to be about your experiences. So you want to make sure that you tailor your experiences to the job description if there is one, or what the lab does. So some ideas you can include research experience you had, volunteer experiences, clubs that you were involved with, and other leadership experiences you may have. So if you do talk about past research, talk about the tasks that you did and the skills that you gained from that position. If you're in other clubs, you can talk about skills like leadership, collaboration, organization, communication, and a passion for the field of psychology. I like to end my emails by asking about a time to meet and saying that I look forward to hearing from them soon. Make sure in your signature that you include your name, student number, program, faculty, and York University, Toronto, Ontario.